Well, put your balls away and pay attention because this is probably the most important review that you will ever watch. Today we are reviewing this thing that has been taking the community by storm. It is the first official plushie toy of the reboot. It's Dragonoid in plush form. Now this is on sale on Amazon. I managed to get my hands on one to review for you all. We all saw the images of how it looked when it was listed, and I said it looked terrible just from the stock photos. But if I can get this plastic off, we can take a look at how it looks in person. The plastic is wrapped tight, almost like they wanted to suffocate this thing while they still can, and when you're a worker having to look at thousands of these things an hour, I can't really blame you.
Oh, he's bigger than I thought.
Okay, after getting Drago out of the plastic, oh my god, he looks just as bad as he does in the photos. Okay, let's just get to the positives first before we pass judgment. The plus sides of him, the material used for the toy is pretty soft and feels pretty good. Drago as a stuffy surprisingly has good balance, so he stands on his own without any help. I can see they really tried with the details around his body. The design for this plushie is clearly based on what Drago looked like in Battle Planet. You can see the core in the center and the white and the coloring all around the plush. The eyes itself looks pretty good. The coloring for the entire plushie, I can tell they tried to make it as accurate with the show as possible. And yes, by the way, this is an official licensed product by Spin Master. This was made by Franco Manufacturing Corp that joined the Spin Master licensing program back in 2020, so after 3 years they finally put out a plushie product. I mean, better late than never, especially since this year we are expecting to get the new reboot in the fall.
You get this reference?
That being said though, I do have quite a few complaints. It just doesn't look good. I can see what they were trying to go for, but in terms of execution, it just looks terrible. Drago looked like he suffered an allergic reaction after eating too much deep-fried Scorporoses. The nose part of his head is way too long, looks like a dildo. His wings stay down the entire time. The only time he can move or stand up is if you hold them up, and the claws are so abnormally sized. The stitching is very clear to see, almost like the coloring missed a few spots. The horn is bent sideways, but that is probably because of how it was wrapped in the plastic. This was such a shame that it looks so bad. I get that it kinda is hard to incorporate the monster form of the Bakugan into a plush toy, but if it comes out this ugly, then just forget about it. This is what we waited 3 years for? And by the way, I love plushies. Got a few here myself, even the old Bakugan plushie they did in the Legacy series, and that looks good because they kept it simple and grounded by making a plushie with a toy model instead of the monster model. Especially the nose. My god, this is just abnormally long. I don't get how they could have screwed that up because the action figure they produced 4 years ago turned out fine. The wings being floppy as they are, I think maybe it's because they wanted to have the wings flap when you shake it to emulate its wings flying. I don't know. Yeah, it really does not seem like they put that much effort into this product either because they had no idea how to fit this into a cute plush toy, or they had to rush to get this out due to the new reboot. Who am I to say what really went into this? I'm just here to judge the final product. In my judgment, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. If they really had to make plushies again for the reboot, this wasn't it. Not to mention, you had other good candidates for plushies like Howlcore, Pegatrix, Blitzfox, Frascal, Athena, Lightning, Fenneca. Heck, even Cubba would have made a better plushie than this. Maybe this would have looked better if you based it on the small form of Drago instead, like how we see him in the show or in the YouTube Brawl Story series. I don't know, maybe this would be a good birthday present for your kid because the target clearly is for kids since they won't know or care what it looks like as long as they get Drago or a dragon creature to snuggle with at night. But for me personally, it looks too ridiculous for a collector and a bit too awkward to sleep with. But let me know what you all think of this in the comments down below, and let me know if you will be picking one up yourself. Support BakuTalk by pressing that thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren. Thank God for rapid fire because it'll save me from this disaster. Bye!